knocked back on your Q. You can still throw down the ultimate.
Yeah.
That's not really easy to avoid. And you are going to have that safety of the Emilio for something like AOE that you have, like if there's a big Petrifying Gaze or a big taunt on multiple members, which is super aggressive here for Henna. So I am thinking he's going to be going pretty heavily into lethality.
Goes for another aggressive trade, gets hooked by CoreJJ, who predicted it. Jan, big damage, as he's just stacking up all the Rens. And then Lions both having to walk away.
Yep, they are going to be able to.
Umpty, he went for an invade, and Adiland catches him in the jungle.
Oh, no.
Umpty getting punished right now in the 1v1. Can he somehow turn it around? The Q cooldown. First blood to Umpty.
Conqueror stacks up, and in those extended trades, Henna's going to have to actually flash out of there. No barrier, no flash. I was going to say the grubs here uncontested. And things looking very comfortable, I would say, for TL thus far.
And even though we haven't seen action since that jungle 1v1 kill, CoreJJ has now linked up twice with Umpty, so still getting onto the map. Team Liquid are still making these global plays, as Lyon have yet to find much on the Rift.
Still quite powerful. How will they deal with that? But Lyon looking to contest this dragon.
Yeah, Team Liquid are starting it off. Henna getting some good damage onto Jan there. APA is level 7, though. Can be the carry. Petrifying Gaze lands onto Adiland. Umpty gets another kill as Jan will save his support's life. Team Liquid can still look for more, though. CoreJJ does not want to go for it. Team Liquid will just take the dragon and the kill.
Yeah, and Jan hitting 6 there forced the flash out of Henna because then he just ults in core. And
the jungler who's on Pantheon and can bring that gold anywhere on the map at very short notice. Team Liquid in full control right now, but mid lane we're actually making a play onto APA. Talk about 100-0. APA was not ready for that Glacial Prison.
Yeah, APA gets punished pretty big time there, though, but Licorice
in trouble. Yeah, he has the flash available, but he is taunted up, stunned up, big damage. Team Liquid will follow the flash. Licorice will throw down the equalizer, but there's just no escape. Umpty will miss a couple of Qs, but it's just a matter of inevitability. Feats of Warfare claim that's 3.
There you go.
For APA in the, well, this wasn't in the side lane, this was in the mid lane.
Exactly what I was talking about. Yeah. Different place, different situation, not all the same.
I'll take credit. I'll take credit regardless. Yeah. Impact getting a little roasted
no one
right
will give
here.
it to you, but you would take it.
It's a self-victory. Nobody has to agree with me either. That's the secret right there. We saw that Lyon actually went up and took 1 grub, but Team Liquid can push them off it just fine. They are throwing their wallet around right now, specifically Umpty throwing that wallet around right now. So picks up 4 grubs, and now they'll be able to take these turrets a little bit faster.
Yep, 5 grubs going to be feeling, but he's going to be feeling good about that. You can see Jan working towards his first item.
Could be in trouble. Has the flash available, has the barrier as well. Uses one, will he use the other? Miasma keeping him in place. APA picking up the kill.
As they're going for this pick, or walking past him to where he would flash, so Umpty's walking to the other side of him, so even if you flash from that, you already have the feats of strength overall, so it's not that big of a deal, but still going to be nice to be able to knock down that tower for some more gold.
But instead, it's actually mid lane. Jan already used the flash, and Adiland getting himself on the board.
Dashing in, gets the passive damage from that Melio, proxy electrocute, but APA pretty tanky here with that roll already stacking. So,
but instead they're going for the bottom lane play here. So Saint going to take the turret. That means that the rest of the team might not want to go for this fight. Hard engage here onto Henna, locked down, knocked up, taken out of the fight. That's the objective, plus a kill for Lyon. Saint teleports in, but a little late. CoreJJ flies over the top, straight onto the equalizer now. Licorice roasting everybody! The Rumble shows up massive in the fight as Jan's gonna run for the hills. A lot of control on the Rift, and it's still going, because again, Jan was getting chased when we went to the pause, and he's barbecued as well. That's 3 on the board for Licorice.
And just like that, Licorice is gonna be, big man on campus. He just got a lot of gold. They're gonna be able to push down mid lane here and get probably the full tower. I don't think that Saint's going to be able to actually stop them because they have 5 grubs, 2 members here knocking this down. So TL will be able to get some gold back here. But this went from, a nice little advantage.
Stuck there for a little bit here. Lyon currently have their front to back drawn. Lions as the Melio trying to buy all that space for them. Big shield. And that's the breath of life. Henna now back up into the fight. In goes Umpty, but he's just taken out immediately. Popped like a balloon. Team Liquid have no jungler for the dragon fight. Adi should be a free smite right here as Team Liquid maybe go for something afterwards. But they got to run away now, getting chased down by Lyon, going for the hunt. Big flash, Quadra taunt from Impact. Is isn't going to be enough as Team Liquid's damage dealers are trying to do what they can. APA's got to be the hero, but instead it's Saint. Double kill for the Corki.
On when that engage goes through.
And Audioland here, despite getting put down early, has made a lot of big impact plays, making another one here onto APA. Double Petrifying Gaze. He's stacking up the Conqueror. Saint's going to have to do all the damage here, but APA is actually trying through Audioland. Not enough, not fast enough. Saint
Didn't have the exact timer on Pantheon ult, for example, which is just coming up right now.
Yep.
So maybe they're thinking, oh crap, Pantheon ult's going to come through, and we need the extra man here, or this fight could go bad. Galio they saw on the bot side, so that wouldn't have been the play. But definitely could have been something like this. And now TL going to try to make a play on the other side of the map here. They are over here on Otacon, but they're tanking up that drain, which is not only going to deal damage to you and cut your resistances, it is healing it up. This time it looks like it will just be a trade on the other side of the map, so they're going to get the tier 1 in mid very likely, and the tier 2 top. So that is a lot of gold here going over to Lyon. Still, Otacon is pretty powerful.
Yeah, I mean,
it's definitely not bad.
It can set up a lot of plays, but it's going to be 3 minutes till that Baron. They won't be able to use it for that fight. So I don't know like exactly what Team Liquid's going to get from this.
I mean, you just try to force, right? But this is kind of the issue now with the GA Otacon. I think right before this, so there's not going to be any challenge at the Dragon for Lyon. They are just pushing up top lane. Henna looks like he's going to be going towards IE very likely, which is a long ways off.
Yeah.
But is a really high damage build.
Still doing damage right now onto Jan, but Petrifying Gaze. APA playing hero for his AD carry. Jan gets the kill. Lyon lose their damage as Jan getting roasted. Saint is there. The rocket snipe onto Jan. Core in trouble now as Licorice is showing that he also can provide that damage per second for the team. One more rocket. Lyon gets it with the flame spitter. Team Liquid lose 2 as Lyon find another play.
And then Licorice, as the overheat expires, gets back in there, and we are back to fighting.
Ooh, and we're Glacial prisoning onto Umpty. Flash away from the Pantheon, has the team with him. APA is there for the damage. Now Audioland might be in trouble, but the equalizer goes down. Umpty in trouble. Licorice gets another kill and is dominating this game. 6-1. Team Liquid now might find him. Flash over the wall. Licorice answers in kind. Gets back to safety. No equalizer, but the Flame Spitter will still do a lot of damage. Team Liquid are going to try and reapproach here. They do not have their jungler, but they have impact on the flank. APA and Jan trying to position aggressively to get some damage threats down as Baron is the focus. Here comes Impact. They got Henna. Team Liquid's carries are doing it. Licorice falls as well. Jan gets the shutdowns as APA will continue chasing onto Audioland. Shut down to the mid laner. Double kill to the AD carry. Team Liquid will steal the Baron.
They're going to be
on their approach. There's really not an easy target because if they go in to the fight, Impact has that flank. If they go into Impact, he's tanky. Equalizer goes down. Big damage. Umpty actually getting roasted, but instead it's actually Audioland that will fall first. Jungler down for Lyon, and Team Liquid will get the Dragon Soul.
Yeah, they're going to be able to grab this no problem there. I really wish that Lyon just kind of went through mid, got one wave, or even just part of a wave for Licorice. You can see as he walked by, he got like 1 minute of experience, hit 16, and the equalizer was not placed very well. I do think he's been playing a great game, but he kind of put it right against the wall, so it was only on APA, and then as he steps back, there's no threat on anyone else, and now TL are really going to reap the rewards here. Going to be pushing up through bot, through mid, taking down these towers, extending the gold lead, and it is going to be very tough for Lyon to be able to come back from here. But we'll see if they can kind of just stabilize, for their hopes. They really just have to try to defend the base, keep them off of these inhibitors, continue farming.
So that Baron getting that 4K gold lead here, they have a massive, advantage on the map here. And actually, they're going to go for another play, teleporting in. They're locking down Audioland, who just doesn't have the team close enough to back him up. Audie's down again.
Yeah, Audie's going to be down again. You can see they're just trying to TP out of it.
And I think Jan learned his lesson from the last game, the QSS completed. He's like, all right, if I'm going to be the focus, I'm going to actually survive. As now Core JJ focusing on the engage. Team Liquid with the flank from APA. Lions will fall at their turret. Team Liquid do not care. Diving between them, double kill to Jan, and they get the clean ace. Team Liquid with a roaring statement here to start off the group stage versus Lyon. Put our names back in that conversation. The game versus DSG was an anomaly, not the new norm. Team Liquid play it clean in game 2, get all the early objectives, and there's just only Audi left here to try and defend the base. You just know a Sejuani is not going to be enough. Team Liquid, take your victory lap. GG!
End the game now. End the game.
Oh, no.
Let him die. Good job.
Let me die?
Oh? No. No. Let's
Solid work from Team Liquid right there. Still the 9 Lyon